Okay, well, obviously I can't bring the camera down, so let me scoot it back then, because it's like way up on my face. Let's scoot it back. All right. So, hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. Let me go and share the video. Let me go and share the video right now. Let's go share the video. All right. So, let's get back to the message. All right, 111. I see it. All right, so I want to get some. I want to get this deck of cards. There we go. Right there. So before I actually like pull any cards, I wanna tell y'all like the download that I have received, right? Before I pull any cards. So y'all know that we are doing there you go, Rich Rising. Okay. So y'all know we are doing the protection shield, the destiny swapping protection shield for our children tonight, the ritual tonight. It will be at 9 o'clock at night, 9:09, right? PM Central Standard Time. I'm in Central Energy. Okay. So it is a full moon tonight, and this is a Taurus full moon, y'all, in Vedic astrology, sidereal astrology, Jyotish astrology. All right. This is not a messy full moon. This is actually the mother's moon. The nakshatra, there are 27 nakshatras, y'all. And the nakshatra that the full moon is in is actually Rohini, which is the one that is ruled by the moon sign, okay? And then also in the Bible Gita, y'all, in the Bible Gita, when Arjun is telling, I mean not Arjun, when Krishna is actually telling Arjun who he is amongst the gods and the collective or whatnot, like who he is, he says that I, out of all the nakshatras, I am Rohini. Okay, so this is a very protective full moon. It is a guided full moon. The energy is alive at 5. I really, 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 I already feel it, and it's very revealing. Okay, it's very revealing. Gemini full moons do not reveal that their Gemini full moon is messy. It's messy, 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 messy. And I'm not talking about Gemini, actual like Gemini people. I'm talking about Gemini full moons. Okay, they're messy. All right. This is not that type of energy. This is more so of like a protective energy. Yes, all full moons are very revealing. They bring things to the surface, but this is actually one of the full moons that you can manifest in, and it's going to also play a part in the next 2 years, y'all. The next 2 years, all right? This is one of the coldest moons of the year, and when I say coldest, I mean like not just like freezing cold outside, but like it's cold. It's cold, baby. It's down to the core, all right? So, I've been picking up on a lot of children's energy being tampered with, right? I've been picking up on a lot of children's energy being tampered with. And not only that, it's actually like they can't get to the parents, right? They can't get to the parents. So like Destiny swap with the hierarchies of the bloodline, right? Because our kids haven't really been through like certain initiations yet. They're here, but they haven't experienced certain initiations. So those people are looking for energetic ways through our bloodline, okay? And so this was the download that kind of came to me, right? Let me read it. Let me go back to it. The destiny interference, okay? So the energy touching the collective's kids, it's not just one person, it's a wave identity confusion hitting the children right now. Spirit show mimicking, spiritual fatigue, emotional overstimulation, and a lack of grounding. The children are absorbing their parents' unhealed fears as well. Not all children, but some children are absorbing their parents' unhealed fears. All right. This creates openings for destiny swapping, energy leeching, emotional projection, confusion about self-worth. Okay. Unstable adults was coming up, jealous peers, not demons, not spirits, not curses, right? Just unhealed people leaking into the children. All right. Rich rising empress, rich rising amazing grace as well. Rich rising babes, beautifuls. Okay. How it is showing up in the children is nightmares, emotional shutdowns, anger bursts, clinginess, random acts of insecurity, okay, acting out forgetfulness and a lack of direction. All right, this is a timeline disturbance. It's not a personality change, okay? So I want y'all to like not confuse that with what is going on. There are literally like adults and peers that are trying to destiny swap with our children and interrupt their progress because the mother or the father could be going through healing cycles, right? And maybe we're doing shadow work and we're not telling our kids, hey, I'm doing shadow work or whatever the case is. So when certain things are coming up, when certain fears are coming up in us, we're journaling about them, right? We're journaling about them. And the energy is saying, oh yeah, she's feeling vulnerable right now. Let me try to attach to her. They're not able to attach to the adult, but they're looking. Because remember I told y'all about astral traveling? I tell y'all about astral traveling all the time. That you have to be very disciplined when you astral travel somewhere, because you show up somewhere and you have to know not to touch anybody or anything there. Astral traveling is literally like, it's supposed to be like seeing, watching, you know, like peeping the scene. This is literally your third eye. Astral travel really involves your third eye in your crown. And so when you go somewhere, you're literally able to see throughout the whole house. Whenever I astral travel somewhere, I can see yes, okay, I did. I actually did. So when I astral travel somewhere, y'all, in Rich Rising Lori, when I astral travel somewhere, I had to have discipline not to touch anything, not to do anything, right? I'll astral travel to someone who's been talking cash money shit about me, right? And they could be in a room with somebody and I would want to fucking throw throw ketchup on their asses or whatever, right? Like, bitch, you got a whole plate in your hand. I'm about to knock that damn plate out your hand. I mean, you got a whole plate in your hand. I'm about to knock that plate out your hand. But I'm not going to do that because then that'd be a waste of food. You get what I'm saying? So it's discipline. Spirit tell me not to waste food all the time. Don't throw food away. So why I'ma knock a bitch plate out her hand? You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck that she talking shit about me. Now I know you're talking shit about me. So now I'm going to do something in the physical. Now I'm going to do a ritual and I'm going to, you know, use some slippery root, whatever. I'm gonna burn a candle because I'm one to say burn a candle, okay? Definitely spiritual discipline, okay? Definitely spiritual discipline. Because if you like, okay, well, now I'm gonna do this and now I'm gonna do that and da 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 da, and I'm gonna knock her plate off and I'm gonna blow these. We actually, when we astral travel, we can do certain things. You know, I've whispered in people's ears before, which is perfectly fine for them to not do something crazy, but for them to like block me online, or I'll be like, yes, comment on her page, you know, and then boom, they show up and they comment because I know you're, you know, I know you're violating. So people will astral travel to your house and they're not able to, or your space. Let me not just say your house, your space, because nobody can astral travel to my actual house. Okay, we close portals over here. You can't come. You can't come over here, baby. You knocking on a brick wall when you show up over to this brick building that I live in. You're knocking on a brick wall. I didn't hit the whole complex. Okay, not even showing up to my neighbor's house. My lady downstairs, she got protection wards up. We got a whole protection ward through the whole shebang, baby. And I'm in the leasing office. Okay, so anyway, so people will astral travel to your space. Let's say I don't have a ward at my job, right? They'll go to my job. They'll see other people. So then your coworkers start acting out. So what happens is that they'll astral when it comes to your kids, right? Okay? They'll when it comes to your kids, they'll go to your kids' schools, they'll go to your kids' friends' houses, they'll go to your neighbors' houses where your kids go and play. So these are ways that people can energetically interfere in your children's lives. So this is what I have been picking up. This is what I have been picking up. And it was kind of like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. So I went to a temple. I took my kid to a temple. At the temple, there were other children. There were other adults and, you know, his peers and stuff like that. All right. So then a fly tried to follow us back. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. I'm not going to take you all the way back to my house. I take you back to my house. I let you ride in my car. You're going to think these are places where you can. And then it was in the front seat where my child was. Okay. My kid is a front seat passenger driver. Okay. All the time. And it was in his space. And I'm just like, how did it get there? All right. Boom. Next, that kid starts. It's almost like he almost got I caught myself me and my husband, we caught ourselves like, hold on, wait, this is an interference, this is a distraction, let's group hug. Let's reevaluate this. And that's true, right? So you have to realize that they will try. You have to pay attention to every last single little spiritual message that's being sent. Okay, so y'all know I gotta go to work today. I did this reading will not be long because I had already did the download. So I'm just gonna use cards to confirm, to reaffirm what it is that we're talking about. But this is the download, okay? So let me give you guys a spoken prayer for y'all children, right? And I want y'all to kind of use this prayer over your child whenever you're in their presence, when you're not in their presence, wherever you feel like, okay, I feel distant from my child. Not like, y'all know what I'm saying, like distance. I feel like there's a interference or anything like that. Now, this is another thing too that we have to do for our children. We actually have to touch our children. All right. I taught y'all something about visualization, right? Magic. So in order to be with the deity, you have to and visualize the deity in front of you, right? So this is a yantra right here. And to me, this yantra is the deity. This is the deity, right? This is a Durga yantra. This is the deity. There's also a Shri yantra right here, guys. This is a Shri yantra. So that is the Shri yantra is Lalita. It is that's my deity. That's my whole, that's poverty. That's the whole hierarchy of the divine mother is the Shri yantra. Okay, this is this yantra right here is every single deity that I've ever went towards in that Shri yantra, right? So you have to visualize the move the camera. You have to visualize the deity. Oh, I don't have the Shri yantra over here. It's actually on my altar. I know it is. You have to visualize the deity, aka the child, the person in front of you. All right. If you're not able to actually physically touch your child, visualize your child in front of you. Okay. Put their image in front of you. You want to, I like to close my eyes because darkness goes to light. Okay. And so I like to close my eyes, even though it's bright as hell in here, y'all. I got these damn lights on, but it's bright as hell in here. So don't overthink it, right? Close your eyes, visualize your child in front of you. Visualize you touching their shoulders, you touching their crown, you touching their heart space, and kind of just putting your hands on them. This also goes in line with Reiki, y'all. This goes in line with Reiki. Y'all know how y'all parents, y'all mamas used to go to the church and she pray for y'all, but y'all don't be at the church. Y'all don't be at the altar with your mom as she praying, but she's praying for you. She's laying spiritual hands on you. And so this is kind of what we have to do as parents. So let me give you guys a collective prayer. All right. Spirit, I speak over my children connected to this message. Guard their minds, protect their dreams, seal their purpose. Remove every projection, every jealous eye, every confused soul trying to cross their path. Restore their confidence, brightness, their aura, and anchor their destiny back into divine order. No swaps, no siphoning, no spiritual rerouting. These children walk in the light of their original assignment. Their paths are unlocked, protected, and blessed. And so it is. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, bow to Sri Sai, may peace be with all. You can put whatever you want at the end of that, y'all. That's what I'm going to say. All right? And thank you so much, Mother Mirror. All right? Thank you so much. So you can just put Ashe at the end of it, the blood of Jesus, thank you, God, whatever you want, whoever you are assigned to this lifetime, seal it in. All right? So, that is the protective message. I'm going to read it one more time. Spirit, I speak over my child connected to this message. Guard their mind and protect their dreams. Seal their purpose. Remove every projection, every jealous eye, every confused soul trying to cross their path. Restore their confidence, brighten their aura, and anchor their destiny back into divine order. No swaps, no siphoning, no spiritual rerouting. The children, my children, these children, they walk in the light of their original assignment. Their paths are unlocked, protected, and blessed. So it is. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, bow to Sri Sai, and thank you so much, Mother Mirror. Okay? And peace be with all. Alright? So I just wanted to give you guys that. Alright? Y'all make sure y'all hit the okay. Okay. Absolutely. I got chills. I got chills. Okay. So make sure that y'all read that over y'all children. Y'all speak that energy into the universe, okay? That our children walk in their own path, okay? That they walk in their own path. So I want to say I'm actually going to read. Let me pull real quick on who is in our children's energy. All right. And to be honest, I already pulled on my kids' energy, so I'm actually going to separate my kids. I'm pulling on the collective. Thank you so much, Divine Mother. Thank you so much. I'm pulling directly on the collective. I want to separate my children's energy because I already pulled on my kids' energy. So I don't want y'all to think that this is projection, okay? So I'm actually going to separate my children's energy, all right? Because I have 3 kids, but one of my kids is in heaven. And so with that being said, a lot of people is in his energy because he's actually assisting a lot of his family, all right? His spiritual family and his physical family that he had when he was here on earth. So I'm going to separate the energy, Divine. Thank you so much. And another thing you can do, you could put rosemary and salt in your children's room. Okay, you could put rosemary and salt into your children's room. And then the rituals that we're going to do tonight, we're doing 2 rituals, y'all. We are going to have 2 rituals. So one ritual will be if you are physically able to be with your child, okay? All of your children. And then another ritual is going to be if you are not physically with your children. Your children could be in a different home than you, or they could be off at college. They could be, living with their aunties, uncles, or whatever the case is. So we're going to do two rituals, because just because our children are not with us does not mean that our job ends. Y'all got chills down the back of my spine, okay? Just because they're not physically with us, our assignment does not change. It does not change. We are divine mothers. If you shared a womb with another human being, you have a job, okay? And this goes for anyone who has given their children up for adoption, that has had an abortion, that has had a miscarriage, that has lost their child. The assignment does not stop, okay? And I'm here to tell y'all, the assignment does not stop. I thought that, okay, well, now I only have 2 children to take care of. And no, I actually end up, with Sakai transitioning, I actually ended up with a whole lot of kids. What Cardi say, I got bottles on bottles on bottles, okay? Bottles, I got babies. I got mad spiritual babies. And I'm like, where did this child come from? My motherly wound, WOMB, actually expanded. And that was something that I picked up on when I went to Haiti. I was actually giving birth to emeralds, okay? Not to like actual physical beings, but like green emerald stones. I was giving birth to green emerald stones. And then this goes into confirmation with the dream that I had the other night, where somebody was giving me a virtual baby shower, and it was like, congratulations, you're having a girl. And I'm like, I don't even have girls. So I know that I have taken on, I'm a grandmother out here, okay? I'm a grandmother. I am a mother, an auntie. I was an auntie before I was a mom, okay? So the first card out is the 3 of Swords in reverse, okay? The very first card out is the 3 of Swords in reverse. So I want to say that this 3 of Swords in reverse, the energy that I'm picking up on it is actually as if like someone feels separated, or feel at a distance, or feel as if they're not, with their child. This is actually a healing moment. It's almost as if your child's higher self is saying, Mom, like, I forgive you, or Father, I forgive you. Okay, I want y'all to know that that's the very first energy that comes out is Three of Swords in reverse. So this is actually a healing that is taking place on a whole nother level. All right, this is Libra Saturn. This is grief and heartbreak, healing. This is definitely shadow work. Okay, then the second card that comes up is the Wheel in reverse. Okay, it's the Wheel in reverse. So what's being projected to our children is a stream of bad luck. Okay, and then you have the King of Coins. All right, so the thing is with the King of Coins, right? And I'm really picking up like outside of the mother energy. I'm actually picking up on Sakai as a spirit guide here. Sakai is coming in as the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. He's coming in and he's actually bringing children forward, y'all. Like, he's bringing children forward. And Sakai name means the world. So I see him like actually traveling. I can see him as a spirit guide, and I'm not getting like sun energy from him. I'm actually getting sun. Okay, I'm actually getting spirit guide energy from him. And interesting. So he is actually protecting. So he is actually protecting our children from getting their destiny swapped. Okay, like from people. Look, the queen. Look at that. The Queen of Coins. So we have the King and the Queen of Coins showing up upright, y'all. Showing up upright. So he's also working with he's working, and you know what is crazy, y'all? I wish I could stay in this reading so long. He's working with another spirit. There is a younger female spirit under the age of 50. I'm saying younger because she's under the age of 50. Anybody I see over 50, I'm like, okay, they're kind of older. But this spirit is under the age of 50, maybe under the age of 40, maybe 30. Okay. She's actually telling me to drop her age range. Okay, like, girl, I'm not that old, but spiritually she is older. Okay, she is older. She was in the spirit realm before Sakai was in the spirit realm, and he's actually working with her to gather the children to protect them. Okay, from having their destiny swapped, from having their inheritance taken, because our children actually they actually have a mission, and this mission actually involves money. It actually involves money. So and there's been a stream of like bad luck that has occurred within your family line, and these two, they're giving the message of like being able, look at that, the Five of Swords. This is what happened in the family line, okay? Being able to like take from them. So they're actually gathering not only those children that have kind of like, some of these kids feel sad, but they don't know or understand why they're feeling some type of way. And I feel them gathering because our children kind of want to give up on something. And this is what is bothering the kids. They want to give up on a relationship with us in the physical. Okay. They want to give up a relationship with, they like, okay, my parents just don't understand like why I'm going after these goals, why I have these dreams and I have these goals or whatnot. And this is what the interfering energy wants them to believe. Give me a card on the interfering energy. So the card on the interfering energy is the Ace of Cups and the Empress. The Empress came out. This is what I'm talking about. The interfering energy wants to touch this Empress energy with the Ace of Cups. They want to they want to throw a mother figure off of her game. Because if we get distracted, all right, if we get distracted with this, I don't know how else to say this, but I guess this is how spirit is giving it to me. If we get distracted with our children, then we also get frustrated with our children, and we'll look at our children as a distraction from the love that we have to offer them. All right. And spirit is also addressing like the love that you offer your children. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. I'm not saying you don't have to give more or you don't have to give less or anything. Like, okay, that's just enough. You love them, you give them love. But there's like this thing where I think that the parents are feeling as if like, I have nothing left to give my kids. I have nothing left to help them with. And spirit is kind of saying like, you need to like focus. Like, you really need to focus, because there's another energy. There's another energy. What's above this Empress? What's above this Empress? Look at that. The Two of Cups in reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit. So there's another energy that is, it's like an I hate using the word over and over, but there's an interfering energy that's like, all right, let me use an example. All right. An auntie is like, I can do better for your child than you can. Okay. I don't use that. Like, I'm their mom. That's the type of energy that is trying to be projected towards this child. But in reality, there is a auntie or another mother figure in the physical that really wants to help, but there's like a background noise, right? And so that is what Sakai and whoever this other spirit guide is that is working with our children. They're cutting out the background static, okay? So whatever it is that they're doing, you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the background, all right? That they're kind of like protecting the children from even hearing this energy. Look at that, the Queen of Swords. From even hearing this energy. Who's this Queen of Swords? What's the energy on this Queen of Swords? Thank you so much. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So this is like self-doubt. This is self-doubt. This is the children kind of trying to tell themselves what they believe is true. And so there's like a spirit, and Swords energy is spiritual, okay? It's crown energy. And so I'm telling y'all, like, y'all spirit guides is working with my spirit guide. Like, at the end of the day, my spirit guide, y'all spirit guide and my spirit guide is literally working together to keep the kids from getting this chatter. Like, they're not going to receive it. Y'all make sure y'all do this ritual. All right. Even if you're not on the live tonight, make sure that y'all actually do the ritual. Okay. Make sure y'all actually do the ritual. If you can't do the ritual tonight, you can do it every Saturday. You can do it every month. Every Saturday, you can do it on their birthdays. You can do it on I don't know. Just make sure you check the moon cycle and make sure that it's not a messy moon. And then don't do it on a dark moon. Okay, we don't do rituals on new moons, for real. All right. So just the FYI. All right. So spirit is saying that, whatever your children, whatever this interference is with your children or whatnot, whatever this is, peace. Whatever this interference that is going on with your children is getting shut down. All right. Period. Point blank. All right. Someone is trying to project the truth off to our children that's not, it's not it at all. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is that I feel like their peers could also be going through something. Their peers could be going through something. With the Five of Swords coming out and the Two of Cups in reverse, maybe they're not happy in their home or whatever the case is. I want y'all to also pray for y'all children's peers that they also walk in their destiny as well. So remember, I told you I'm giving y'all 2 rituals, right? Now, this sound crazy. But y'all, I pray for all children. All children. I don't care if it's my enemy's child. I'm going to pray that they walk in their destiny and that they don't pick up on my enemy's energy. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. I'm a protective. I'm part of the Divine Mother spiritual team. You part of the Divine Mother spiritual team. Pray for your enemy's child as well too. All right, thank you so much, Divine. Give me the energy behind this reading. Thank you so much. The 10 of, look at that. The 10 of this. The 10 of cups. I mean, not the 10 of cups. The 10 of pentacles. Okay? This is the energy behind the reading. All right? There's wealth. Spiritual wealth. Physical wealth. The Princess of Cups. Okay? The Princess of Cups. I love that. I love that. I love that. And the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. Okay? The Five of Cups. You want to know something about that? Look, I was just about to say, you want to know something about that? This is what that Five of Cups and that 10 of Wands is right there. 10 of Wands in reverse. Someone can't oppress our children. We're not allowing society to oppress our children. We're not allowing mimicry energy, distractions, the government, the internet, content creators. We're not allowing them to oppress our children because we are actually doing the work ourselves. And we're going to send that energy out to our children as well. And the more and more confident we get in the work that we do, I'm telling y'all, the more confident our children will become. All right? I know it's proof. It's proof. The more confident I am, the more my children become confident. Okay? If I'm walking around on eggshells on whether or not I should do a ritual, do this ritual, do that ritual, whatever the case is, my children are going to be like, I don't know, it's some little fear in her ass in them steps. I ain't about to burn no candles. Okay, look at that. The Six of Wands in reverse. This card does not belong in this deck, but it's here, okay? And it's the Nine of Cups, happiness, okay? And that's coming out with the Six of Wands. So somebody wants to see our children be unhappy, but at the end of the day, our children are actually happy where they are and what they're doing. Okay? That's what came out with that Six of Wands. So this is like projection. This is projection over our children, but we already knew that. You know, we already know that. Thank you so much. Give us a solution. I already gave us the solution. Do the ritual. All right, pray for your children. Do the ritual. The World card. Thank you so much. That's what it is. The World card, the Star card. The World card and the Star card. Pour into what you have planted and pour into your children's emotions, into their world, into what it is that they're doing. Okay? That was the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Just again, equal give and take between spirit give to you. You take from spirit, give to your children. All right? Whatever spirit has given to you, give it to your children as well too. By not giving it to your children, you're gatekeeping. You're gatekeeping inside of your own bloodline. So let's not do that, okay? Not just mine, but all the children. Not just yours, but all the children. Divine Mother energy right there. That's the Divine Mother. That's the Divine Mother. All right? So again, let me close up this. All right? I got 8 minutes before I got to get to work. All right? I love you guys. All right? This message has been delivered. The truth has been revealed. And every child that has been named and unnamed has been returned to their rightful destiny. Okay? I release all energy that do not belong to me. I close this channel with clarity, protection, and divine authority. No cords remain in this energy. No shadows linger. No one's children, spirit guides are left here. This reading is sealed, and so it is. No shadows may linger. All right? Jabbar Kali, Jaman Durga, Bauta Shri Sai. May peace be with all of us. Thank you so much, Mother Mirror, okay? So this way you guys know, I only use these particular tarot cards for my children, and so this way you guys No, I'm not trying to energy harvest off of y'all kids, okay? I don't want anybody to ever think that. I don't care if y'all think that or not, but no, it's not happening. I don't want nobody. Like, she over here reading kids. Yes, I am. I'm reading kids, parents. I'm reading y'all asses trying to get into it, okay? Thank you so much, Divine Mother. All right. So let me give y'all this spoken prayer for the kids again for the third time. Listen, okay? Um, and y'all just make sure that y'all, you know, do this for y'all children. I speak over every child connected to this message. Guard their mind and protect their dreams, seal their purpose, and remove every projection, every jealous eye, every confused soul trying to cross their path. Restore their confidence, brighten their aura, and anchor their destiny back into divine order. No swaps, no siphoning, no spiritual rerouting. These children walk in the light of their original assignment. Their paths are unlocked, protected, and blessed. And so it is. Jama Khalid, Jama Durga, Bauta Shri Saeed, may peace be with all. Thank you so much, Mother Mirror. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Rosemary, bay leaf, salt, a glass of water, and a white candle. Okay. Don't forget, you guys can use a tea light candle, or you guys can use a chime candle. I have written my baby's names on their candles, and I place them. This ain't the candle, and I place them on my altar just for charging. It's a full moon. So I'm gonna actually put them in a windowsill until tonight. And you can do this ritual tonight, or you can do it Saturday. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.